the mass of your phonations. Those of you guys that have the course, I believe it's in the myth-busting module. Go out to the mass of your phonations. I think it's called the mass of your phonations. Now, when we talk about mass, that's really just a metaphor for weight, okay? So I have this microphone has a mass to it, right? I can feel its weight, okay? So mass is just referring to, it's a metaphor, sort of a visualization thing that gets us all as singers thinking about creating the awareness of assigning a mass, an imaginary mass. Actually, in some regards, it's not imaginary, it's actually real when you talk about what the vocal folds are doing in the level of push. But we're going to assign a mass to every phonation, okay? So we have, the way this game works, we've got three masses, light, medium, and heavy, okay? This is a light mass phonation. Okay, just light, it's light, it's floaty, it's pretty. This is a medium mass phonation. Right? You can hear it's a little more amplified, a little bit heavier, probably more respiration, a little bit more vocal fold engagement. And we tend to say that light and medium is sort of what we want. What we don't want is heavy mass. Now there might be some exceptions. In that example, you heard some distortion. So if I'm performing or recording or making a point about vocal distortion with my students, a brief moment of heavy mass might be fine. It sort of depends on the context. But for the sake of this conversation, what you want to do, what I encourage you guys to do, is visualize every single phonation, especially beginners that are learning how to sing. Maybe not the guys that have been doing this for years, okay? This is beginner stuff. Visualize every phonation to have a mass. And try to make every phonation when you're training and singing be light or medium. And try not to make it heavy. Now, what light, medium, and heavy means to you is what it means, or how do we define that, is based on the individual. So you just have to sort of decide for yourself, okay, what is light, medium, and heavy for yourself. Now, why is this important? Why are we doing this? What this does is it gets you thinking about the push factor. As we all know, all singers, to one degree or another, at one time or another in their singing career and experience, find themselves pushing too hard. Okay, that's just the sport of singing, all right? And if you simply become aware of singing light, medium, or heavy mass phonations, then what happens is it enables you, it gives you permission to throttle back. That which you are not aware of is something that you can't fix. If you're not aware of it, if you're not conscious of really anything, but in this example, the weight or the mass of your phonation, then it's going to be that much more difficult to fix the problem, right? You don't know what you don't know. That's sort of where this is going. On the other hand, if you train and think about, okay, I'm going to do onsets and sirens, or I'm going to sing my song, I'm going to sing a journey song, and I'm going to make sure that I never get more than a medium mass. It'll be light or medium all the way. And if I feel myself going to a heavy mass where it's pushing and gripping, I'm going to roll back, throttle back, and keep it at a medium or light mass. You see what that does? Just associating a weight to every phonation, training and singing, begins to create awareness for the singer to help self-coach yourself as you're going, all right? It's like getting your eyes on the road. That's what the mass of a phonation idea in the book and in the course is about. And you know what? It's super helpful, especially if you're a beginner and you're pushing. It's really helpful to listen. Okay, all right, keep it lighter, medium, lighter, medium, lighter, medium, lighter, medium. It can help a lot. Now, that's a little bit of the sort of the auditory imagery, the visualization aspect of this idea. But there's a real tangible aspect to this idea as well in regards to mass. When we are singing in heavier masses, there tends to be more respiration, and there tends to be a little more engagement on the vocal folds. Okay, so you could say that it's not just a visualization game; it's also quite literally referring to real tangible mass in regards to vocal fold engagement and respiration. Hey, this whole thing needs to be balanced. If you're blowing too hard and squeezing too hard, you've got too much mass, and it's not going to work. You're going to choke and squeeze. So I hope that answers your question.